Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Mr. Cobalt and in this video I'm going to be going over how to predict whether a metal will dissolve in acid or not. So let's get into this. So most acids are going to dissolve metals by the reduction of the H plus ion that's in the solution to hydrogen gas. But in order to do that, the metal that's reacting with the acid has to be able to be oxidized. So the reduction of the H plus ion is coupled or corresponds with the oxidation of the metal. So that means that when you put the metal in there, the metal has to be able to be oxidized. So if you look at that list I showed you before, so here's that list of standard reduction potentials of half cells. I told you before, it starts with the most positive electrode potentials and works way down to the more negative ones. And so, remember what I said before, that if you're going to get a spontaneous reaction, you need to pair up the redox reaction on top to anything below that particular redox reaction. So here we're talking about the dissolving of metals in acid. So if you look down here, there is the reduction of the acid. And so you'll see here, that's 0. And that's because that is related to the standard electrode potential. So anything below this, any metal below this, is going to be able to be oxidized, because remember, the higher you up are on this list, the more of a tendency you're going to undergo reduction. So anything below here is going to have less of a tendency to undergo reduction and more of a tendency to undergo oxidation. So you can see here, you have lead. Lead is below the hydrogen, so it can be reduced, or it can be oxidized to lead 2 plus ion. So, but any metal that's above the hydrogen, right? So you could see here, copper is above hydrogen. So you throw copper into an acid solution, it's not going to dissolve, it's not going to oxidize. So we'll talk about that in a moment. So that's a good reminder of that list that I showed you of reduction half reaction potentials. So here's an example. We have zinc. So here we have the reduction of hydrogen H plus in the hydrogen gas, and that's coupled with zinc, which is undergoing oxidation. So zinc is going to lose 2 electrons and become zinc 2 plus. And so when we add these together, here is the full reaction. And so this would be spontaneous, because if you look on the list, let's see if I can find it really quickly. There it is. So if you look on the list here, so again, here's the hydrogen. Where is the hydrogen? I just saw it. There it is. So there's the hydrogen on the list. And then all the way below it down here is zinc. So zinc is way below. So zinc is much more likely to oxidize than to reduce compared to hydrogen or H plus. So in this case, when I throw zinc into an acid solution, zinc will dissolve, because the hydrogen H plus is more likely to get reduced. So it's going to attract those electrons from the zinc. Zinc is going to give away those electrons. Okay, so a couple of things to kind of go over. Metals whose reduction half reactions are listed below the reduction of H plus to H2 gas dissolves in acid, while metals listed above it do not. So I just showed you that on the list. But there's one important exception, and that is nitric acid. So HNO3. So here is the reduction half reaction of nitric acid. Here we have our H plus, we have our NO3 minus, giving up 3 electrons to form NO gas, and 2H2O. And this has a electrode potential of 0.96 volts. So this is higher, this is above hydrogen on that list. And so because hydrogen, because this is above hydrogen, then that means there's going to be more metals below it that it can dissolve. So copper, we saw, wouldn't dissolve if it's coupled with this reaction, but it will dissolve if it's coupled with this one. So if you throw copper into nitric acid, the copper will dissolve. And so that's how you can figure out whether or not a metal will dissolve in acid. I hope this video was helpful. And if you enjoyed this video, if you like this video, please then hit that like button, share this video with your friends. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell. Make sure when you click on notification bell, you click on all, and then that way you can be notified by all my videos I put out. Also, put a comment down in the comment section below. Let me know what you think and ask me any questions. I would love to hear from you. Thanks for joining me and have a great day.